everyone, Paul SM, welcome to another inbox review. Today we're going to look at these armour kits from Airfix. Now, these were very kindly sent to me by Airfix for review. I reached out to a few manufacturers and a few got back to me and were kind enough to send me some samples to review. So, huge thank to Airfix for sending these out. Much appreciated, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's in these boxes. Now, I've had a very quick look in them, and I mean very quick. Opened up, had a look inside, and it looked good from what I saw. Now, I know these are Academy reboxes, but they're only from the past 2, 3, maybe 4 years old. And the moulding looks pretty good. So the only way to see is to go through the kit and have a look. Now, these retail around the £50 mark, so they're about mid-priced. And if you look at it nowadays, that is about mid-price for armour kits. You can pay anything to £70, £80 for some armour kits. So it's a pretty competitive price. They're heavy boxes, full of plastic, and there is some photo etch in them as well. So I'm not going to look at both. We're going to look at the Panther in depth, and at the end we'll get the King Tiger and just have a quick look through the box, see if there's any differences, and then we'll have a little chat at the end about what we think. So, as I say, big thanks to Airfix. Thank you very much, and I hope they enjoy this review as much as you do. So let's jump in and get started with the review. Hey everyone, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications, get notified of our latest videos, give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and leave a comment. I do read and appreciate every comment you guys and girls leave behind. I may not reply to them all, but they are all appreciated. And there's a link in the description of the video that takes you to a big long list of all handy videos and a lot of the products I use in my videos. You now have the chance to support the video content creation by using Patreon or the PayPal me link in the description down below. All the videos will always remain free to watch. This is just your chance to help support the videos. Right, for the purposes of today's review, we're going to be looking at the Panther. Obviously, we've got two kits. So we'll go through the Panther box, have a good look inside, see what we've got, and then we'll open the King Tiger and just have a very quick cursory glance through to see what else we get in there. So like I say, I believe these are Academy reboxings. I think they are from around the 2018-2019 mark. Academy kits, armour, I've built a couple. They've been okay in the past, not too bad at all. They were really old ones. And I've had a very quick look through this box, and this looks to be a top-notch kit. It really does. Very high quality, nicely moulded, and a lot of plastic in here for the money. Got great box art in the front, a nice drawing of the Tritone Panther. Driving through a built-up area, so that's a very cool piece of box art. On the side, we've got the caution. On this side, we've got some weirdly upside-down camera callouts. This would be my choice always. Instantly is the one that catches my eye, so that'll be the one I will be building when I come to it. And obviously, you've got the more open camoed version, I suppose you could call it, which is just the yellow and green camo. So a couple of choices there. Obviously with armour you've got quite an infinite scope of what you want to paint it or do with it, weathering wise. The world's literally your oyster to a degree. If you're going for historical accuracy, then you can find your picture references and you can go for it through that way instead. But nice to see the colour callouts on the side. They always add a little bit to it. Hopefully it's got some colour callouts in the instructions as well, because again they make a big difference as well. So inside the box, it is a box packed full of sprues. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sprues, instructions, and some PE as well. So we're going to get it out. It's going to be rustly bags. I do apologise. You get the instructions, the decals, and the photo etch out as well. So really nice touch. I put those there in the vain hope I don't forget about looking at them, which I sadly have been known to do in the past. So we need a knife because these are heat sealed bags, no staples here. Tammy could learn a thing or two for sure. So in here we've got the main upper hull. We've got some string for our tow cables, which isn't always the best, but once it's painted and that, it does actually look pretty acceptable. It's a good length of that, so pretty generous to give you that. And then if we go straight into the upper hull, immediately looking at the mouldings, oh, we've got some poly caps as well. There's the poly caps for some of the wheels as well. So very cool. Excuse my fingers. I've literally just been painting and covered in primer, sanding dust, the lot. The trials and tribulations of a modeler. So yeah, first impressions, very, very crisply moulded. As in very nearly Tamiya quality, and I'm not exaggerating either. I'll come in for a second and have a closer look. Absolutely superb quality moulding. So we've got some detail on the upper hill. So we've got the cooling fans around the engine bay, what have you. And we've got all the cupola, the hatches and what have you. The gumball turret on there. We've got the spare mount track link hangers on the side, or the location marks. Front mudguard fender, really nice detail on there. The headlight mount in there as well. The gun lock, the machine gun ball turret, and things like all the tools. So the pry bar, the shovel, the axe, they are Tamiya quality. They are superbly moulded. Absolutely beautiful. Going to the engine deck, or the engine hatch lid. It's very good. Fire extinguisher there as well. So superbly detailed. There's the MG barrel itself there as well. Really nice. Right, I've got to remember now. Is it Novatech? I forget what it is now. Headlight. I haven't built armour for a long time, so I'm a bit out of touch. We've got the starting handle, more pry bar, the gun cleaning barrel tubes, the hatches, the tow cable ends are there as well. And again, really nice detail on those. I am actually quite surprised how well the moulding is. It is very, very, very clean. Very, very clean. There's no ejector pin marks that are visible. There's not a hint of flash anywhere on that sprue, anywhere. Nice recessed panel lines. Nice weld lines. It's really good. Very, very nice. So that's a good start. That's good. What I do like to see as well is all the lower hull you have to build up, which is very Tasker-esque. If you've ever built Tasker Asuka kits, that's the way they build up. So we've got the turret, we've got the gun mount with some nice texture built in there as well, if I can get us to focus. So we've got some beautiful texture built in there, some detail around the turret itself. Cupola MG ring, the hatch, the gun breech mechanisms there as well. The turret mount MG42. Nice texture on the front mounted MG ball turret. The cupola ring there as well, the vision ports in. Very, very nice. The gun muzzle, again, nicely moulded in place. The actual muzzle cap itself. The well, I suppose there's a spent round ejection port hatch at the back, is it? Escape hatch, whatever you want to call it. Probably wrong with people out there nitpicking what I'm saying. And then we've got a different gun mantlet there as well. So I assume these are different for the Panther G. I assume these additions. We've got the additional coolant fan, different front MG mount. A few different parts in there, different headlights. So you have to make sure you differentiate between the different parts in the instructions. But again, beautifully moulded. Absolutely. I mean, literally, it's like I'm looking at a Tamiya kit. Their quality is that high. It is absolutely fantastic. So top marks to Airfix for beautiful plastic. I'm assuming Airfix have got the moulds and they're moulding it themselves. So I'm assuming it works. Either way, it's a top quality kit that is very highly moulded. The barrel is even slide moulded as well. The barrel is one piece, which is a really nice touch to do because it saves having to glue the halves together, sand them, trying to get them perfect. So that is a very, very nice touch. And I am very, not surprised, but I'm very impressed to the quality of this. I actually really am. I'm quite blown away by the quality of this kit. Like I said, I built Academy before, and I keep harping on, but these are Academy reboxes. I've never built any Airfix armour per se of their own stuff, because I believe they do make some of their own. Although I do think there might be reboxes of the Zvezda kits, if I remember correctly. But quality-wise, excuse the rustling, I don't think these are going to take some beatings. This is what I like to see. It's a bit more work, but it's nicer to do because you can make sure everything lines up properly. Often when you buy a tank kit, the lower hull, chassis, whatever you want to call it, is all built up. With this, you've got to build the sides and add everything. We've got our sprocket, drivetrain, so as you would call it. We've got the jack. We've got the storage compartments for the back, the rear plate of the hull. And again, the detail is nice. We've got some raised detail there, all really nice. You get a wash in there. If you're going to weather it, you're probably going to hide most of that anyway. But what a beautifully moulded kit. Really nice. We've got all the hatches underneath and the covers that come off. Again, you don't always get detail underneath the tanks, which is good. The jack's got some nice detail on it too. Really nice. Very impressed. The drive sprocket, drivetrain, nice detail on there as well. It's a beautiful kit. So it really is. I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I'll be honest, I actually am quite surprised how nice it is. Not that I was expecting any less, but I certainly wasn't expecting this kind of quality. So absolutely beautiful. So we've got two sets of these sprues. They're identical, so I'm not going to hang around and look at them both. We'll look at one. So we've got the road wheels, sprockets, the return rollers on here. There must be. I'll go under the sprue. Suspension arms. We've got various components. Looks like exhaust components. And again, the end of the exhaust is hollow with the anti-grenade pin in, stopping on chucking a grenade down the exhaust. Really nice. Like, perfectly moulded plastic. Not a flaw in sight. Absolutely perfect. We've got some nice texture on the cooling fan surrounds at the back as well. Just ultra high quality one. So well done, Airfix. Seriously. I know Airfix gets a bit of a bad light sometimes with reboxing some of their older kits, but this thing is absolutely stunning. Like I say, I'm not sure if these are moulded by Airfix with moulds, but the plastic is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The detail on those road wheels is phenomenal. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I am well impressed. Like I say, two of those sprues. There's the other one, identical sprue. And then we've got two of these ones as well. So again, we'll just focus on one. So like I say, two identical sprues. On here we've got the rest of the road wheels. The Germans love their road wheels. Hang on. So we've got four of the same sprue. Okay, so there's four these sprues. Okay, so what they've done is they've repeated them for the road wheels, have they? I'm assuming that's what they've done. So it's probably cheaper to repop an entire sprue than make a separate one with a few wheels on and what have you. So I'm assuming that. It's either that or I've got too many sprues in here. But if not, so be it. But yeah, what a wonderful bit of plastic. Very, very nice. So there's four of those sprues in there. Four. And the last sprues are the tracks. So these are, okay, they are actually part link and length, but mostly individual. A bit strange. Okay, so we've got four of these sprues, all identical. Like I said, we've got some larger sections, and then the rest of them were individual. So I'm guessing they're going for link and length in a different way. And again, you've got ejector pin marks on all the inside of the tracks. So depending on how you're going to weather this, you may have to run a sander over it. They are very, very shallow ejector pin marks, and I mean very, very shallow. So they will sand out ultra fast. Very quick, no issues at all. On the other side, we've got a nice tracks, very nice. Really nice detail on those. Should you wish to use these, they're going to be a few hours of work to cut out, clean up, get rid of the ejector pin marks, glue them all together, or you can replace them, get some Fraud tracks or resin equivalent or whatever. But again, they look spot on, they look really good. Just, I am amazed at the sheer quality of moulding. I really am. Not a hint, a flash, mismoulding, nothing. Absolutely flawless. Very, very good. Very good. Wow. Very good. Top marks to Airfix for this one. Definitely. In the back, we've got a small fret of photo etch, as you can see. So they are the grille surrounds for the engine deck. We've also got some clay ball heads and a few other pieces of P in there as well. And then we've got decals on the back with the numbers and the Balkan Cruisers on there as well. So you've got scheme A and B, so 2 schemes to choose from. And those decals, to be fair, I'm not going to open them, I can tell. They look half decent. They look pretty good, so wow, I'm impressed by that plastic. I seriously, now I've had a very quick look at this kit, but I've not gone in depth on looking at it closely, and I'm pretty surprised. Now, do you have a sprue layout? Nice colour call outs, look at that, there you go. Sprue layout, and you do, you are supposed to get 4 of sprue D. Sorry, I'm a bit zoomed in. You are supposed to get 4 of sprue D, so okay. Fair enough. Yeah, and there's an additional sprue there. And then here's a whole list of unused parts. So it's a cheaper way of manufacturers to give you the parts by going through. So Airfix instructions, it's a booklet style, which is always much better. On the front, we've got a little bit of information about the Panther itself, should you wish to have a little read. Front page, got assembly instructions in English. You got the assembly icon instructions here as well, and applying photo etch, some quick info on cutting things out, bending it, gluing it in place and what have you. Starting the assembly, instructions are nice, clear and concise, not too busy, which is always a good point. We've got the building up of the lower hull first with these strengthening bars in the middle, so that'll help line everything up, keep it all straight. We've got the torsion bar suspension going in. We've got plenty of holes to drill, which are all indicated by the drill bit icon at the top. Road wheels going in place. They won't go in that way for me, they'll stay off till near the end. Same with the drive sprockets and the return roller, idler and what have you. So the kit tracks are being built as Lincoln length, just in an unusual way. So if you're clever and build these up, throw your road wheels on in some way that you can get them back off, or at least mostly get them off. Build the tracks up as it shows and leave one piece unglued. That way you can get all the tracks off once the glue's dried, paint them with them, pop them back over, glue them in place. That's how I normally do it. Get the exhaust in place, stowage bins, the jacking, spare track links, engine cover, the barrel cleaning rod tube, all the tools are going in place. So obviously the way you assemble a kit would be the way you do it. People do it in all different ways. For me, the way I've done it mostly now is to chuck on as much stuff as I possibly can. Tracks will stay off, spare tracks will stay off, everything else will go on tools, the lot. I paint and weather them all in place. It just saves so much hassle, ruining things with glue later on. Get everything glued in place, get all the base colours down, the camo down, detail paint all those parts, and then do your weathering. For me, it's just the easiest way, but you do it the way you work best, because that's the best way. Tow cables are there as well. So I can get some tools in place. The barrel-mounted machine gun, mating the upper and lower hull. Getting the side armour in place as well. So assemblies looks good. It's not too busy. Got a choice on your gun mantlet there as well. Get your cupola in place. Again, your choice if you want to leave them open or closed. But with these, you can just pop it in and leave it closed, and don't need to glue it in place. That way you can open it should you wish later. That's an easy way of doing that. And then the barrel in place and the turret finally in place there as well. So instructions, nice and clear. Nice and clear, not too bad at all. Like I say, good to see. We've got nice clear instructions. We've got the sprue layouts there as well, which are always handy because you can refer to a part, literally A16. You can find it on the sprue straight away. It's there right in front of you. Like I say, excuse my fingers there, I'm covered in paint. I literally am. I've literally been painting for most of the afternoon, clearing out my spray booth. So it's a very impromptu review I thought I'll do now. And obviously I'm covered in all kinds of modelling malarkey. This is something I always like to see, colour callouts, because these are very handy references for your camo. Now obviously German armour camo is a very subjective subject where everyone thinks one thing or another. Essentially these things were mostly painted in the field with a mop or a brush or the sprayer if they were lucky. So don't get too hung up on your camos, and once you weather them it'll all fade into the armour piece itself. Anyway, we've got three schemes. You've got the Ausf.G. I think they're all G's, are they? Yeah, oh so there's two, not three. I could have sworn I've seen three. No, I'm being blind. So we've got two. So they're both late war, because obviously the Panther G's were late war. One's Luxembourg and one is, just says Germany. They got two different camos, and that's it really, the only main difference to it. Colour callouts are here, so they'll be for Humbrol paints as usual, seeing as it's Airfix kit. Like I say, nice to get good colour callouts, and obviously your decal callouts are on there as well. So again, top quality instructions, really do like that, of what looks to be a very, very nice kit. I am very impressed by that, so much so, let's have a very quick, I'm not going to open any bags, we're just going to open the box and have a look what we get in the King Tiger, because KT is one of my favourite pieces of armour. I think I do prefer the Panther though. I do love the Panther, especially the late war ones. In here, ooh, we've got a nice big fret of photites there for all the engine covers. Same plastic, same flawless moulding, absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice. It's a monstrous tank King Tiger. Very, very nice. Same level of detail, same flawless moulding. Wow. All the road wheels, which there's quite a few of on a King Tiger. So you've got your steel road wheels with your, I'm guessing, rubber road wheel covers, tyres, whatever you want to call them, on top. Quite an unusual way of doing them. Yeah. That's quite good because that means you can paint them separate. So I quite like that. So yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. Tracks are in there again. There's many tracks on them for some reason. And then the lower hull again to be built up. Oh, this one's got figures. It's got a commander figure in there. Which again, it's not too bad detail wise. He's in half torsos and what have you, which is a bit of a pain, but overall, again, another slide moulded barrel on this as well, which is always a good touch. Oh, there are two figures. There's a commander and a soldier in there as well. So that's quite good. And again, the decals are there, and it'll be the same instructions with similar colours. You got a winter camo one there in Hungary, and one in Berlin as well. So again, looks another beautiful kit. Looks very, very nice. I'm very surprised at those kits. Anyway, let's go back to me and have a little chat. Okay, there we are. So what do I think? I've got to say, I'm very surprised at how good they are. I don't mean that in a horrible way at all. I knew they'd be decent kits because Academy makes okay kits, don't get me wrong. And it is essentially an Academy kit. Like I said through the review, I don't know if Airfix are moulding these themselves from Academy sprues, but if they clean things up, I don't know. But all I'll say is in that box is what I could compare to Tamiya quality plastic. Absolutely flawless molds, just perfect. Absolutely, I am gobsmacked at how good those kits are. I really am. I know you're going to be saying, oh, but you were given them. If you know me, you know I always give an honest review, whether it's good or bad. It makes no difference to me. I am truly surprised at how nice those kits are. It's nice that you get to build up your own hull as well. I've always liked that since the first Tasker kit I built. And then Tamiya adopted it on their kits. I think it adds a bit more to the build rather than just getting a built-up hull. And it can help align some issues that you might get with a pre-molded hull. So I've always liked that. Lincoln length tracks, I'd rather have Lincoln length than Indy links. They can be an absolute nightmare to do, unless they're one like Meng system where they connect together and still work. Gluing them together individually is a bit of a pain, and I'd much rather get these than rubber band tracks all day long, because these aren't live tracks on these. They do have sag, so you can incorporate that in when building them up. So nice touch, nice instructions, really nice, clear, concise instructions. Simple decal scheme, which is pretty standard for armour, and photo etch. Always a bonus to get photo etch in the kit. The only thing I would like to see is the string replaced with wire. I always think the wire is a bit easier, not necessarily to work with, but to manipulate and get it to hang over where you want it. So the string, when it's painted, it look alright. Don't get me wrong, it will look good. But for me, I'd rather see wire in there personally. But that's a personal opinion. So, like I say, for the £50 mark, these are competitively priced. I truly am surprised at how good they are. I really am. The moulding is just phenomenal. Really is absolutely beautiful moulding. So if you're looking at Panther or King Tiger, have a look at these. You might be pleasantly surprised. And I think there's a few other kits in the range as well. So head over to either Hornby Hobbies or Airfix, Google either, and have a look through their 135th armour. And have a look, see what you can get. I know they rebox some other manufacturers' kits like Zvezda and 35th, but I believe they're very good as well. So go and have a look. And there we are. That's it. So I'd like to thank Airfix again for sending these for review. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Really nice people to deal with. Very friendly via email as well. So I do appreciate the opportunity to review them. And maybe we can do something at a later date as well together. So there we are. As always, if you'd like to support the channel, there's a Patreon me, a PayPal me, and a Buy Me Coffee link down in the description down below. With the Patreon, if you go tier 2 or higher, you get 2 week early access on all the videos, as well as an exclusive weekly Wednesday morning live stream, and a few other perks that you can pick and choose from the tier list as you go. And by supporting me, you can keep these videos going and the daily live streams as well. And of course, make sure you sub to the channel, click the bell notification, and give the video a thumbs up. And leave me a comment down below. Have you built one of these kits? Have you seen them? What are your thoughts and opinions on them? Or do you think you might buy one on the back of this review? It's always good to hear. And of course, down in the description is all my social media details for ISM Facebook, forum, umpretail.com, my personal modelling page, an email address to get in touch with me, my stash, my Amazon storefront, all sorts of stuff down there. I'll put some links in to Hornby where you can get these kits from as well. So there we are. Thanks for watching today. I will catch you all next time. Question for today: what's your favourite piece of armour? I've got a couple. Quite partial to the M18 Hellcat. Nice bit of US armour. Well, it's a tank destroyer, isn't it, technically? But for me, I think I like the Panther. Panther's always been a favourite of mine, especially the later war ones. And this is definitely going to be on my build list in the near future, 100%. After looking through that box, most definitely, I'm going to look forward to building that. So what is your favourite piece of armour? Let me know. Modern day, Second World War, First World War, Cold War, whatever, Vietnam, you let me know. There we go. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.